Nothing brings Americans together like lawmakers enriching themselves during a deadly pandemic.
Tonight, calls across the political spectrum for the resignation of Republican Senators Richard Burr of North Carolina and Kelly Loeffler of Georgia.
He must resign from the Senate and face prosecution for insider trading.
Republican Senators Richard Burr and Kelly Loeffler are fielding intense criticism for selling stocks before the market tanked and after they got closed-door briefings about coronavirus. Both deny any wrongdoing, and neither has been officially accused of a crime. But the story suggests Congress might have a serious problem with insider trading.
Personally, I was really shocked because the trade seemed so blatant, so clearly in violation of the Stock Act.
New York Senator Kirsten Gillibrand helped write the Stock Act back in 2012.
This sorely needed bill will establish for the first time a clear fiduciary responsibility to the people we serve.
What is the Stock Act?
Stock Act is a law that I wrote and passed that prohibits members of Congress and the executive branch and other powerful members of government from buying and selling stocks based on non-public information.
The measure passed after evidence emerged showing members of Congress making serious bank in the stock market. A study of data from the 1990s showed senators' trades outperformed the market by 12% per year. That crushes investment guru Warren Buffett, who only managed to beat the market by 2.5% that decade. Normal people's returns trailed by 1.5%.
We didn't realize that insider trading was happening every day by members of Congress because there was just no disclosure requirement. Now, when you buy or sell a stock that's worth more than $1,000, you have to disclose that purchase or sale within 30 days.
But even Gillibrand admits that the law didn't go far enough. Do you think there should be a prohibition on members of Congress owning stocks?
I do. My instinct is it would be far easier if members of Congress didn't even have the benefit of owning stocks.
In 2012, Burr was one of 3 no votes in the Senate. Now, the Department of Justice is investigating his trades, along with those of other members of Congress. But if you're waiting for senators to go to jail, don't hold your breath. One big problem with prosecuting lawmakers is the speech and debate clause of the U.S. Constitution.
Traditionally, members of Congress have what's known as the speech and debate clause immunity. And what that means is that members of Congress cannot be either prosecuted or civilly sued for actions they take when they're carrying out their functions as a member of Congress.
So what does that have to do with Loeffler and Burr? Basically, it means that investigators could be barred from finding out what was said in those closed-door briefings, making it impossible to know whether the senators got insider information or not. Just litigating that question could take years. But there is reason to think that this time could be different, because this time, people are pissed. And you think a jury would be receptive to this case if you actually brought it?
You give me 12 Americans and you give me this case and I'll get you a conviction. I think Americans would be outraged. Any 12 Americans would be outraged that Congress people were attempting to profit from a pandemic